electrical potential due to a point charge. Now we have a point charge Q here and we want to find the potential at a point P which is at a distance R from Q. For this we consider a point A and B. They are very close to each another and they are on the line joining O and P. Since A and B charges are, A and B points are very close and distance between A and B is dx. Now since they are very close, then the electrical field between point A and B will be constant. Now if we want to bring any test charge is Q0. Q0 is very small charge. Why we have taken a very small charge? We will take a very small charge Q0 because it will not have its own electrical field that will influence the electrical field of charge Q. So if we want to bring the charge Q0 from A to B, then there will be repulsive force. Because this is a positive, Q0 is positive, there is a repulsive force. So we have to apply the external force or the external agent is necessary to bring a charge from A to B. The force on the charge Q0 will be equal to Q0 into E. And if the Q0 is, this is the force, electrical force on this charge is equal to the external force, then the net force will be equal to 0. So there will be no acceleration of the charge. We can move the charge very slowly from A to B. And now we have to find the work done to bring a charge Q0 from A to B. Now we know that the electrical field at a point X, which is OA, will be equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 capital Q into Q0 divided by X square, and its direction is F. Now Q0 is a very small charge and we want to bring the charge from A to B, then work done, the small work done will be equal to F electrical dot dx factor. This will be equal to F the electrical force into dx cos 180 because dx is in that direction and this F force is in the opposite direction. So the angle between the electrical force and dx is equal to 180 and cos 180 is equal to -1. So this work done will be equal to minus Fe into dx. So this small work dw will be equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 q into q0 bata x square. This will be the electrical field and multiplied by dx. So it will be the small work with the negative sign. So this will be small work for the charge to bring from A to B. Now if we want to find the total work done to bring the charge from infinity to this point P, then we will have the point A at infinity and B point at point P, that is at a distance R from this. Then the total work done will be found by the integration. Why the total work is found by the integration? Because the value of electrical field or electrical force is not constant. It varies with the distance. So we will take the total integration so that we will get the work, and the work done from A to B will be equal to A to B minus F dx, which will be equal to minus A to B Q into Q0 बटा 4 pi epsilon 0 dx बटा x square. We can take this outside, so this will be equal to minus capital Q into Q0 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 with the negative sign integral a to b dx बटा x square. Now, if we consider a point as infinity and b point at r, then the limit for integration will be from infinity to r. Then the work done will be from infinity to r. The work done from infinity to r will be equal to integral limit infinity to r minus capital Q Q0 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into dx by x square. So this quantity is constant, we take outside, minus capital Q Q0 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 integral dx bata x square, limit is infinity to r. Now integration of dx bata x square is minus 1 bata x. So it will be equal to capital Q0 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 minus 1 bata x, and limit from infinity to r. It is with the negative sign. This negative sign will be plus. So the work done will be to bring a Q0 charge from infinity to point r at distance r. This will be equal to capital Q small Q0 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 bracket 1 bata x, limit is infinity to r. This will be equal to capital Q0 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 1 bata r minus 1 bata infinity. 1 bata infinity is 0. So this work done will be equal to 1 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 capital Q into Q0 bata r. So this will be the work done to bring a test charge from infinity to this point r. Now what is the potential? Or what is the potential difference? Potential difference will be equal to potential at infinity to potential at this point P. So potential at P will be equal to potential at infinity. Subtract कर देंगे तो Vp minus Vr, this will be equal to work done to bring a Q0 charge from infinity to this point r divided by its charge Q0. So this will be equal to Vp minus V infinity will be equal to capital Q into bata 4 pi epsilon 0 into 1 bata r. So you can write this is equal to Vp will be equal to 1 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 Q bata r. So this potential at point P, here the potential V infinity is 0. So in physics we cannot define the exact potential at a point. We will also always define potential difference, and potential difference is Vp minus V infinity. We are considering the particle at infinity, and in infinity the potential is 0. So the potential at P will be equal to 1 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 Q charge divided by r. So here we say the potential is inversely proportional to r. Means if r is increasing, V will be decreasing. We can plot the graph between the potential at a point due to a charge Q and r, then it will be the curve will be like this, and it will be the V is proportional to 1 bata r. So in this way we can find the potential. So we can find the potential at any point due to a charge. It will be equal to 1 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 the charge divided by the distance from this charge, that is small r. So Vp will be equal to 1 bata 4 pi epsilon 0 Q bata r. So in this way we can find the potential at any point. So we will find the electrical potential due to a electrical dipole. As we know, electrical dipole is consists of two charges. One is plus q and another is minus q, separated by a small distance t, and that is the electrical dipole. So we want to find the electrical potential due to this dipole. Number one, on the axis, this will be the axis which is joining minus q and plus q, and any point is here. Then we will find the electrical potential due to this dipole at the equatorial plane. And third, we will find the electrical potential of this dipole at any point in the space. So first we will take the potential due to a dipole on its axis. So we are having electrical dipole minus q and plus q. It is placed at A and it is placed at B. The distance between A and B is small d, and O is the center of the dipole. Then AO is equal to OB, which is equal to d by 2. And we have to find the electrical potential at any point P, which is at a distance r, small r, from its center. Now, what will be the electrical potential due to the positive charge? The positive charge will be equal to the 1/4 pi epsilon or k q but at this distance. For negative, it will be equal to k minus q but at this distance. So, the potential into minus q charge will be equal to k into q divided by this distance is from negative is this distance, and this distance will be equal to r plus d by 2. So v minus will be equal to minus q, because charge is minus q, divided by AP, this distance AP, and AP distance will be equal to d by 2 plus r. So v minus q will be equal to kq r plus d by 2. Similarly, the electrical potential at this point P due to the positive charge will be equal to V Q positive will be equal to K Q but distance is BP, and BP distance will be equal to R distance minus D by 2 distance. So V plus Q will be equal to K Q but R minus D by 2. Now, since we know that the electrical potential is a scalar quantity, so at this point the total electrical potential at point P will be algebraical sum of potential due to positive charge and negative charge. So V will be equal to V plus Q plus V minus Q, that will be equal to KQ but R minus D by 2 minus KQ R plus d by 2. Now we take the LCM, and the LCM will be equal to r square minus d square by 4. So this will be equal to kq r plus d by 2 minus r minus का हो जाएगा plus d by 2. R cancel, so it will be d by 2 plus d by 2 will be equal to d. So the potential will be equal to k q into d divided by r square minus d square by 4. Now we know that d is very very smaller than r. So in that denominator r square minus d square 4 can be written as r square, because d square 4 will be negligible in comparison to r square. So potential will be equal to k q d but r square, and q into d is dipole moment. So d will be equal to k into p but r square, or we can say this is equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 p but r square. So this will be the electrical potential due to a dipole on the axis. Now if we compare with the potential due to single charge, and due to single charge the potential was equal to k q bata r. So here the dependence is 1 by r square for the dipole, whereas for the single charge it is proportional to 1 by r. Now we will find the electrical potential on equatorial plane. This is the negative charge, this is the positive charge. They are separated by distance d. This is the center. So this distance is d by 2, this distance is also d by 2. And we want to find this is the axis which is passing through the center and perpendicular to the axis of dipole is known as equilateral axis. And we take any point P here and the distance OP is equal to smaller. Now this is 90 degree. So by Pythagoras theorem, this distance AP will be equal to square root of r square plus d square bata 2 chi square. And similarly, this B distance is also equal to square root of r square plus d square bata. So we can say AP distance is equal to BP distance. Now what will be the potential at point P due to the negative charge? This will be equal to V minus Q will be equal to minus KQ bata distance AP. What will be the electrical potential due to positive charge at point P? This will be equal to KQ bata BP. And we know that AP is equal to BP. So total potential will be sum of this because potential is scalar quantity. So we will take just sum of the potential at point P due to positive charge and negative charge. So B will be equal to Kp bata BP minus KQ bata AP. Since AP and BP are equal, so they will cancel and it will be equal to 0. So the electrical potential on equipotential surface, it will be equipotential surface. The potential will be 0. Here potential will be equal to 0. So if we put a charge and move on this axis, then no work is done because the potential is same at everywhere. Now third important point is when the point where we want to find the electrical potential P is neither on axis or not on the equatorial plane, but it is at any plane. And we say, suppose this is the dipole, this is minus Q, this is plus Q. It is set at A and this point B, and we want to find the electrical potential of this dipole due to this dipole at point P. Now the point P, this is the direction of dipole moment, which is from minus to plus, and the distance from its center is OP is equal to vector R. R is the vector, and theta is the angle between the dipole moment and R vector, and this theta is angle between R vector and dipole moment. So we will find the potential at P due to positive charge and due to negative charge. Now we join this point. We join VP and AP. Now we extend VP this side and drop a perpendicular from here. And this will be perpendicular here. Similarly, we drop a perpendicular on AP this side. So now the distance, we will find the distance. The distance OP will be equal to NP will be equal to MP. So what will be this distance MB and NP. Now we take this angle. We take this angle. This angle is 90. This angle is 90. So cos of theta. This angle is theta. Cos of theta will be equal to base divided by hypotenuse. So the cos theta will be equal to MA divided by OP, and this is for this it will be equal to AN divided by OA. So this is equal to, so we can write AN and B. AN will be equal to this distance plus this distance. So now we will find the potential at point P due to negative charge and due to positive charge. The potential at P due to negative charge will be equal to V negative will be equal to K minus KQ bata AP distance. This AP distance. Now AP distance is equal to this distance, which is AN plus NP. So this will be equal to KQ bata AN plus NP. AN is equal to R and NP is equal to, we have found, that is equal to D by 2 cos theta. So this will be equal to, minus will be equal to KQ bata R plus D by 2 cos theta. Similarly, E plus will be equal to KQ bata this distance is equal to BP. This will be equal to KQ bata this distance will be equal to this distance will be equal to MP minus MB. So this is equal to MP minus MB. So KQ MP R minus MB and MB is also equal to D by 2 cos theta. So we can substitute the value of MB and NP here. Then the potential V plus and V minus, V plus charge and minus charge, the sum will be the total potential at P will be equal to KQ bata R minus D by 2 cos theta minus KQ bata R plus D by 2 cos theta. We take the LCM. Then this total will be equal to, this VP will be equal to KP D cos theta bata R square minus D square bata 4. We have taken here KQ common. This is equal to R plus D by 2 cos theta minus R, minus का plus हो जाएगा D by 2 cos theta, R cancel, D by 2 cos theta, D cos theta. So it will be equal to KQ D cos theta. Here in denominator is equal to R square minus D square bata 4. Since D is very smaller than R, so we can neglect D square bata 4. So this will be equal to R square. So the VP will be equal to K into Q into D cos theta bata R square. Q into D is dipole moment. So we can write VP is equal to K into P cos theta bata R square. So we can write in vector notation, then it is equal to K P dot R unit vector bata R square, or this is equal to K P vector dot R vector bata R cube. So this will be the electrical field at a point P. Now if we want to find the electrical field on axis, when it is an axis, then theta will be equal to 0. Now you put the theta is equal to 0, then on axis it will be equal to Kp divided by R square, which I found earlier. And if on the equatorial plane, which is at right angle, then theta is equal to 90, cos 90 is equal to 0. So Vp will be equal to P cos 90 bata 4 pi epsilon 0. This will be equal to 0. So we can find this very easily. This is the one method. Now we can have another method to find the dipole moment. Just we consider this is the negative charge, this is the positive charge, this is the center, it is at distance r, this distance is R2, this distance is R1. You drop a perpendicular from B point to AP line and it touches here. Then this distance A you take any distance M. AM will be equal to R1 minus R2. So we can find R1 minus R2. Now this is a drop, this is a 90, this distance is this there. So what will be there? This distance R2 minus R1 is equal to d cos theta. So we can very easily find the electrical field. Electrical field at P point due to positive charge is equal to KQ bata R2 and due to negative charge minus KQ bata R1. So this will be equal to KQ divided by R and R1 minus R. R1 minus R2 की value we put it and so BP will be equal to KQ d cos theta divided by R square. Since R1 into R2 is equal to R square because they are nearly equal and similarly R2 minus R1 is d cos theta. So potential will be equal to KQ into d cos theta bata R square which is equal to KP cos theta bata R square or this is equal to KP dot R cap bata R square or KP dot R vector bata R cube. So this is shorter method. We can also take another method to find that potential Now we will explain the third method by which we can find the electrical potential at point P due to electrical dipole. So this is the electrical dipole. Minus charge is A and plus charge is in B here. And this is the line joining the OP. So if we take a perpendicular to this OP, this is y dash. Now, what will be the component of the direction of P will be in this direction is P. Now, what will be the component of dipole moment in the direction OP will be equal to P cos theta and in direction perpendicular to this is P sin theta. Now, this will be on the axis. Then we have found the electrical potential for axis as well as for the perpendicular to this axis. So, since the electrical potentials on the axis are V axis is equal to Kp on axis divided by R square and P on axis is Kp cos theta. So, this is the same result which we have found earlier. And which is the tedious method. Now what will be the potential on this there? The potential on the perpendicular axis will be equal to 0. So Kp, K into P sin theta but R square and this will be equal to 0. So there will be no potential in this y direction. So the potential will be only in OP direction and that will be equal to Kp cos theta bata R square where R is very greater than P. So in this way we can find the electrical potential of a dipole on the axis, on the equatorial axis and at any point